What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. So I was reading LakersNation.com and when I was reading there, I actually saw something that struck my attention a little bit, and it was in regards to Patrick Beverley. Now, I don't know if the Lakers are trying to reach out and get Patrick Beverley in order to make another trade, because I actually saw something about that too. The Lakers possibly, getting Patrick Beverley on their roster to only go after another player in Tim Hardaway Jr. on the Dallas Mavericks, and trade him to the Mavericks, So that was a hypothetical that I saw. I'm not saying it has any truth to it. I was just reading that. But in regards to the Lakers getting Patrick Beverley, if they did get him, I think they would keep him, because he can play a little bit of, defense. And like I said, it would definitely, the Lakers-Clippers rivalry would definitely be renewed even more so then, because the Clippers would definitely love nothing more than to get back at Patrick Beverley for, what happened this past season against the Timberwolves, when they lost to the Timberwolves into the play-in tournament, and Patrick Beverley had the huge celebration and all the antics and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure the Clippers would love to get back at him for that one. So if he went to the Lakers, if the Clippers had a chance to beat up on him a couple of times and possibly beat him in the playoffs, or a play-in tournament, something that really matters, of that magnitude, that would be, great in the Clippers' eyes as well. But as for the Lakers, if they do go and get Patrick Beverley from the Utah Jazz, I think they would keep him, only because, like I said, they need more of those type guys in their locker room, or at least the Lakers probably feel like they do, simply because there's nobody in the locker room with Patrick Beverley's attitude, mentality, and on top of that, that can, play defense when he decides to. He can definitely bring an edge to the team, and, that would be good for them. As for the Clippers, I would say the Clippers aren't, too awfully worried about Patrick Beverley in regards to him coming back to the Clippers, because I haven't heard many reports about that. But then again, you never know. The Clippers like to be very, very private about what they do. So if they did get, Patrick Beverley back, it would probably fit them better, because to me, he just fits the Clippers better than he does the Lakers, me personally, because he's always been a Clipper, so I don't really see him as anything else. But it would be kind of, heartbreaking for some Clippers fans to see him join the Lakers, simply because that's the number one enemy. And on top of that, you don't want to give a team like any ammunition. And it's not giving the Lakers much ammunition, but it's giving them some type of ammunition, because, as I said before, Patrick Beverley was a huge part of the culture with the Clippers, and, him going from one LA team to the other team, it just wouldn't seem right. It definitely wouldn't seem right to me, overall, because I'm so used to seeing him in a Clippers jersey. I didn't even like the fact that he was on the Timberwolves. I felt like he should always be a Clipper, it should be, but regardless of that, he is on the Utah Jazz currently, or at least as we speak anyway. Who knows where that will end up for him. But, as for that, hey, like I said, he's in a pretty, awkward position, if you ask me, as far as Patrick Beverley. So I wouldn't, if I was him, I'm definitely trying to get out of Utah, if anything. He was probably better off where he was, but I guess they felt like it was need to ship him off. And, Patrick Beverley might go through a lot of that now, because, overall, he's a decent player, but he only fits the Clippers well because the Clippers utilize him to his strength the best, which is go in there, aggravate people, get on their nerves, do a little dirty trickery, play a little defense. And, you combine all that together with how he is as a person, and just, the way he, acts on the court, talking wise and everything, it fit well with the Clippers. I just don't know if it'll fit well with any other team, because, the Clippers dealt with it, they put up with it, and they were used to it, So that really made the difference for Patrick Beverley. Other than that, Patrick Beverley is not the greatest defender in the world. He's not, any of those things. He's not the greatest scorer, definitely not the greatest passer, not a point guard, really. So it's like, to me, the reason why Patrick Beverley is kind of like, surfacing around a little bit is because teams don't really have a niche for him that they can use, or he doesn't really have like a specific niche that he can, get into with a team that could really keep him there long term and get paid the type of money he's looking for. So, all the while I respect Patrick Beverley, I just think he's a better fit for the Clippers because they're used to him, they're used to what he brings, and they embraced it. You see what I'm saying? So as far as the Lakers, I don't feel like he'd be a fit with them, but at the same time, the Lakers got to take anybody they can get that can possibly give them a little bit more defense, all those type things, man, because the Lakers are just in a situation where they're a little bit more needy than the Clippers are. So with that being said, they have to get all they can get. If they can acquire Patrick Beverley, that might actually help them out a little bit, at least like, maybe, just like I said, just in regards to having somebody there who's active on defense anyway, because like the Lakers last year didn't look active. They didn't look like they were, they didn't look like they were anything on defense, on the defensive side of the basketball. So not saying Patrick Beverley will help every situation in regards to their defense, but at the same time, he's a little bit more than what they had last year. So I don't know if the Lakers are really trying to, get Patrick Beverley, but if they are, like I said, they'll probably end up keeping him if they do rather than, anything else. But I mean, hey, that's where we are right now with that situation. I don't see it going too awfully far. As I said, I don't even know if the Lakers would really be that interested in Patrick Beverley at this point. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, because like I said, I don't know what Patrick Beverley could really give them in regards to, making them a better team. Like I said, it could be a situation where they might get him and trade him, to the Mavericks for, Tim Hardaway, so if that's the case, then, that would be, good for the Lakers if they can pull that off, in which I was reading earlier. I don't really see that, happening, but anything is possible. You definitely can't rule anything out. You definitely got to be cognizant of those type things, and I respect that. And we'll see exactly what the Lakers do, but honestly, the Lakers are probably good with what they have right now. I don't know if adding Patrick Beverley is going to make things that much better or different, but, we'll see if they actually do that, and we'll see if that actually comes to fruition, because if it does, like I said, they will have the option of shopping him around to get somebody else. So, we'll see if that pans out in their favor, and we'll see if it's all, speculation or if it's, reality. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Khaliis out.